what's up? It's Kathy and I'm back with another process video. This one is for paper issues and this is for the spring crop that would be going on currently. And if you go to the Friends and Fans Facebook page, or if you're a member of it, there's a whole bunch of challenges and there's going to be like live scrapbooking and a whole bunch of stuff. And this challenge was to, I cannot remember what it was called. It was to celebrate Cassie. That was it. Cassie is the owner of Paper Issues, which is a really awesome online store if you don't already know. And it's pretty much where I get all my supplies. And even when I'm not on the design team, I tend to get my supplies from there. Because I live somewhere where there's no way you would find a box store that would sell anything. And that seems to kind of be the way of it too. It is kind of sad. There's not as many brick and mortar shops, but thankfully having some awesome online places that stock the best, like the new stuff, as well as like older stuff. Anyway, so Cassie's awesome. Love her. She is totally my Scrappy soulmate. And I pretty much love everything she does. So I knew I had to do this challenge because it would be such an honor to do a layout that was inspired by her style, but also that people would actually be like, oh yeah, that's totally is one of hers, and then realize it's not one of hers. So she does an amazing job with layering, and I love to layer, so this is right up my alley, and I am not shying away from patterns. I know she likes to use like lemons and different things like that, and she will use all kinds of stuff that maybe you wouldn't necessarily put together, but she does. And they always work out perfectly, and I'm a big fan of doing that kind of stuff too. So as you can see, I have just been going layering crazy. And I got that paper, that background scalloped green paper. It is from Pink Fresh Studio, and I adore it. And I think it's from a case of the Blahs that they released a little while ago, like very recently. And if you can find it, get like 1,000,000 pages. I only bought one. I should have bought way more than, I always say that and you guys know it. I should have bought way more than one. If I find it again or if it comes back in the shop, I am picking up more because I adore it, and it just seemed like the perfect fit for this challenge. So I wanted to do a selfie because Cassie does some really awesome pictures of her kids as well as awesome selfies and stuff like that. So I wanted to showcase, this was from like 2 at least years ago, because my hair is long and red and I have bangs, and right now I have pink fake mohawk. So obviously I don't keep the same hairstyle all that often, and it feels really weird to go back and do a selfie in a style using like when the picture, I guess to me, is no longer relevant because I don't look like that, but I'm still, you know, recording myself, and I like doing that because I'm making little art pieces, and this particular one happens to be about me. And I really love that hat too. I wish I had it in black as well because I don't know, it'd just be cool. I'm a big hat fan, and then I never wear them because I'm too worried people are going to stare at me, because there's just something about people secretly judging me that just, I don't know, I can't get over that yet. I'm working on that. Anyway, tangent. So as you can see, I used scraps, I used Stargazer from Dear Lizzie, I used polka dot tissue paper, I used some Pink Fresh Studio stripes. I think the pineapple one is from a Summer Echo Park collection from last year. And now I'm going through, and I thought that I should go through my older Pink Fresh Studio ephemera, because that background paper, of course, is a very stark white. So more Pink Fresh Studio stuff would match with it. I went through some case of the Blahs ephemera as well as quite older stuff. I think it was from a collection called Felicity, and that is quite a while ago. And all those wood veneer pieces, I cannot remember what they are from. If it was My Mind's Eye or We Are Memory Keepers or someone like that, but they were just kind of family oriented. And I still have a few, but as you can see, I am really drawing a lot of inspiration from the contrast of the green that I'm putting pops in, and there's green in the grass in the background of the photo, and also that my shirt is like a red color, but with kind of the filter that's going on, because it was like a Instagram filter. It's kind of a little bit more on a coral red side, so I'm gathering lots of embellishments that fit that color scheme. So I want pops of that coral red all over the place. And I'm bringing in pink and blues because they are in the layers as well, and yellows because they're in the layers. So I just really want this to kind of scream fresh, I guess, and fun. And I'm not worried about the symbols. And when I say the symbols, I mean like the ephemera that's got kites. Well, I'm not flying a kite or any of that stuff, but it's just kind of that symbol of like freedom, I guess, in a way. Like, it's a light-hearted activity to fly a kite. So I've been really liking putting frames on my layouts lately, and then just kind of putting like a piece of ephemera or a couple pieces of something inside the frame. So I'm going to do that here. I like a lot of the sayings from Case of the Blahs because it just kind of fits with my mentality. Like, it's not extremely negative per se. It's just that it's very like real life. And that's me. Like, my days are not like the best day ever. Like, I do like stuff that says that, but sometimes it's all positive, and I'm like, I would just like to be able to scrap the not so good days, and that set really does kind of help with some of that. As you can see, I made a cluster in the top. I've got my chipboard kites, and they are from the Carousel collection, and they're vintage, but I love the look of them going around. It's just really fun. I've got ephemera pieces that are like black and white leaves, just to get in a bit more of that black and white because there's stripes around the photos and the black and white polka dots. And then I don't know if it's hustle or heart or on a whim or whatever, but the sayings that were from Amy Tangerine, I have one there that says, let's do this. The hello is from Dear Lizzie Stargazer. I am just going crazy with combining everything. And she does that too. So she's great at putting together a whole bunch of stuff from different collections. And I love doing that too. So this whole challenge is right up my alley. And if you guys want to participate in the challenge, there's going to be like lots of stuff going on. Totally go look up her stuff on Pinterest or her Instagram, and you will see so much inspiration for doing amazing layouts. Like, I can't gush enough, and I'm not trying to gush so that she keeps me on the design team. I just really admire her design aesthetic. And I mean, I know this is a hobby, and we don't have to necessarily be in awe of other people's pages, but I truly find her stuff inspiring for me. So I'm using more Pink Fresh Studio alphas. I think the multicolored one was just from a generic set. Like they released a bunch of stuff that was just generic kind of colors, like stars and hearts and things like that. I think that's what those multicolor ones are from. And the black scripty ones are from Let Your Heart Decide. And I moved that black star piece because I wanted to write something there, but I think I end up putting it back in the end. I am certain I end up putting it back in the end and gluing it down now that I accidentally ripped off the chipboard piece that had the sticker on it. And that was because I was going to try to write Selfie in there, and then I was like, forget it. I'm just going to write it wherever I feel like writing it. I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, like the title is Love Your Selfie. Mostly because I didn't want that hello to be part of the title, because I do so many layouts that have a hello on them. And you know, it's a nice graphic, but I don't need all my titles to be like hello this and hello that. So yeah, try to stay away from that right now. But I mean, I'll still use it as an icon. It's just not going to be part of the title. So I really like the title. It's just kind of flowing out around there. I like the little cluster up at the top with the bird. Helps bring in a bit more of that green. And I think the last thing, I'm not even sure if I do this on screen, I think I do it later, is adding splatters. Because I think I had to go mix the stuff to do the splatters. Or maybe I do red splatters. Now I can't remember. Either I do black ones with my acrylic paint off camera. I did this layout a while ago, guys, just as a heads up. Or I did it, or I did red splatters with my cherry stuff. Oh, and I have to add in twine because she does twine all the time and she's awesome with it, and I love twine too, so this was perfect. And so I'm just going to glue it down to make sure it sticks in place, and I'm just bunching it as opposed to winding it around or anything like that. But I think that's about it. So pictures are coming up, and I will see you in the next video. So have an awesome day, and yeah, bye.